Salutations, Queen of Shade coming at you just to share another perspective moment of the way that I think. And I think you guys are really going to be able to relate to this. And I think that it's going to help you a lot. Listen, in my lifetime, my family wasn't really supportive. I have a lot of family members that are jealous of the attention that I get from my grandmother and the resources that I get. And they've talked a lot of shit. They've said a lot of lies on me. I'm just, listen, though I'm your Queen of Shade, I got a family too. And the family is horrible. There's multiple layers of trauma in my family and mental illness. So I'm not coming from a perfect world either. I told you I started from the bottom up. But after my 18 years of therapy, I pinpointed who in my family I could interact with. That turned out to be my grandmother, the Duchess of Slay and Shade, and my nephew, Mr. 22. The rest of the family can kiss my ass. But I want to tell you something. A lot of the times my family has always said to me, you are full of yourself, you are arrogant, you are narcissistic, you are this, you are that. And something hit me today. Hold on, somebody's making noise. Hold on. I have even immediate family like siblings. I'm the oldest of 4 siblings on my mother's side. And I'm the middle child on my father's side. There's an older brother older than me and a younger sister. I share the same mother and father with her. So I don't talk to none of them either. If you really must know, when I took a hiatus from Instagram, my brother was living in my house. He's schizophrenic and he tried to kill me on this bathroom floor. I had to go to get the cops. I had to get a restraining order for 3 years. He had to be removed from my house. Trust me. And I was trying to help him. And I came right on here and kept on, put on a dress that covered up the scars and everything until I healed. So trust me, I can tell you a thing about surviving family. I once had a therapist make a joke, and she said, your family is what you spend the rest of your life trying to overcome. And I thought that was a very, very poignant and very important, very to the point joke. But get this. My family members, oh, he's this, oh, he's that, oh, he's arrogant, oh, he's this, oh, he's that. He's a prima donna. My aunt always called me a prima donna. But get this. I always cared about myself. I did. I was very loving. I always tried to, and that's what happened as a child. I would try to overcompensate for the way that they saw me. I would try to prove them wrong. I would try to be more giving and more gracious. And you know what they did? They took more. They stole more. They yanked more away from me. But I want you to know this. I'll be right back. It doesn't matter what anyone has said about me. I can tell you right now what the issue is with them and me. And this will help you too. And you will be able to go to the people that have wronged you, because family can be worse than enemies. And you'll be able to say to them the same things I said to mine. Sweetheart, it's not that I'm arrogant. It's not that I'm full of myself. I happen to be quite giving. The problem that you have with me is that you are not the main character in my story. I am. That's your problem. And you're mad because I won't make you A-list in my story. You had your life. You had your choices. You took your choices. You took your life. You made somebody else the main character in your story. And I saw you do it as a child and vowed that I never would. So baby, when people are saying things to you that, oh, you're this or you're that or you're this or you're that, you think you're this, you're that. No, baby, it's because you want to be main character in my story, and you cannot be main character in my story. There's only one room. There's only room for one main character in my story, and it's me. When I was medically withdrawn from college in 2001, my doctor, Dr. Goodpaster was his name, taught me something. He said, Bjorn, you are a very fragile personality. He said, and you're going to have to take the very best care of yourself possible to survive in this world. You're going to have to place yourself first. He was not teaching me to survive by being arrogant. He was teaching me to survive by being the main character in my story that I was writing. Sweetheart, I come from a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas. They all should've. They all could've. They all would've. But they didn't. And then I came. And I just wouldn't quit. I wouldn't give up on me. I wouldn't give up on my dream. You should see how many times I have to block them from coming on my page, trying to act like they support me, trying to leave messages. I don't mind them watching, but when they start talking, I have to block them. I don't want you at my work. No, this is my work. I built this from the ground up. I don't need you at my job. Don't come to my job talking shit or trying to act like you like me when you don't like me. And this is what you need to understand. This is perfectly normal. It's okay to not get along with your people. I don't get along with my people. My father's side thinks I'm full of myself too. Oh, he's so high-minded. Well, listen, just because y'all are hood rats don't mean I had to be. That's your story. You're the A-list star and main character in that story. That's not my story. When you, at 28 years old, laid down with my 16-year-old mother, 17-year-old mother, that was your story. I got here through that story. But fortunately, that story is not my story. It's where my story started. And I wrote, 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 and I made my own story. And I made myself the main character. Things are changing for me. You guys are going to see real soon. Things are changing for me. This is my karmic year. All the good that I have done, all the sacrifices I have made to be who I am, not party, not drink, not drug, give up sex for 12 years. Listen, I'm about to be rewarded for that. She gets everything she wants because she worked for it. She ain't never been afraid to work. Listen, for Social Security, you need 40 quarters. Before I was 24 years old, I worked that much because I was homeless, so I had to work. I worked so much that when I retired at 24 years old from the workforce because of my mental illness, I had 34 of my quarters at 24. You need 40 quarters before you retire at 72. I had 34 at 24. My work ethic is unmatched, and you guys know that. And that is because I am the main character, and I will always be the main character of my story. Be the main character of your story, and I hope this helped you in some way, shape, or form.